What's up, Juventini? The rumor mill continues to run wild in the attack. Retegui, the latest to find his name on the list. How high up that list? We'll go over that one. Then you've got a player we've been trying to find a home for. We may have done so. An outgoing deal apparently might be locked up very, very soon. We'll go through the details of that, as well as Douglas Luiz's future. Cristiano Ronaldo and Juventus meet again, this time in court. And then a big boost, another big boost going into this big matchup tomorrow against Atalanta when we go through the injury roundup, and we'll hear from Thiago Motta as we recap his press conference. I'm Berto, this is the AJC, your channel dedicated to Juventus. It's March 8th. Let's rock with the news, and we kick things off with our attack, and the rumor mill continues to run wild when we take a look at that, as Osimhen has long been named the top target, top mission for Giuntoli to bring in this summer, as long as Champions League is acquired. We know behind him there's Benjamin Sesko, there's Jonathan David, but today we get another Atalanta player added to the mix, and that is Retegui. Retegui apparently is being monitored by Juventus, and yes, there have been other clubs keeping tabs on the striker and trying to find a deal for this summer. That now makes Lookman, Ederson, and Retegui all targets for Juventus. Will we strike? How high up the list for Juventus is he? Well, most outlets still claim the priority for Juventus is Kolo Muani and Victor Osimhen. We acquire Champions League qualification, and that is where Giuntoli will focus on making those two guys the names. Are those the two names you want to see for Juventus going into next season at the attack? Let me know in the comments. Apparently, Giuntoli is going to try and leverage his great relationship with Osimhen and his entourage to get a deal done. However, that's only half the battle, because then you have to deal with the actual owners of said player, and that's Napoli, and that will prove to be difficult. Let's see how it pans out. But apparently, Retegui is a name to add to our target list. Now, we get to an outgoing move. Apparently, Filip Kostic has found a home. Fenerbahce looking to finalize the move. They want to close the deal for Filip Kostic. This could be around 5 to 6 million euros for Juventus. And apparently, Mourinho rates him highly, and even Kostic himself is happy and wants to stay there. So we could have found a solution there. We will be looking for a solution for Artur, but hey, one step at a time. Now we get to Douglas Luiz. Apparently, he could be one and done, as more and more rumors by the week come out claiming that there is still heavy Premier League interest, and he does have a market there. And the way things are going with Juventus, he could be one and done, and we could be saying goodbye this summer. So all eyes on the future of Douglas Luiz. I need to know from you. Do you want Juve to keep him, give him more time, or do you hit reset and say goodbye? Let me know in the comments. Now we get to Cristiano Ronaldo and Juventus. They will meet again, and it will be March 20th, and it's going to be in court again over the salary dispute through the COVID season. Now, what happens here is going to be interesting. This has already gone to multiple courts. Juve winning once, and then Ronaldo winning on the follow-up appeal. Now, this is yet another appeal for Juventus after having won the original and stating no irregularities were found. The second time, they ruled in favor of Ronaldo. Now we go the third time. Three's a charm, right? Let's see what goes down. When we get to the injury rundown ahead of the big match tomorrow against Atalanta, we are live at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, getting you hyped up for this game. Well, we saw that Vega is going to be available. Today, we hear the news that Gatti is cleared and he will be available. But is he going to be starting? Well, we'll get to that in a second, as Motta spoke on all this and he confirmed Vega and Gatti are available. All right, now he also claimed that Rui Bremer, Cabal, Milik, Luiz, Savona, and Chico Conceição are all out. When he talks about the team, he says, we are working on the technical, tactical, and psychological aspects. All right, that's pretty much everything, okay? But he says we must meet our opponent's level. Gasperini is a strong coach. Asked about Kenan Yildiz, and he says Yildiz is doing very, very well. He has an enormous amount of room to improve, and he knows this, and he is humble and willing to learn. He has been steady all season and doing well. Talks about our team. We must create more. We defend well and as a unit, but we must create more. We will see tomorrow about a false 9, but the pressure is there. The players, they are feeling the pressure, but that's normal with being at Juventus, and they must realize this, and we will take things one game at a time. As far as your starting lineup, again, big boost with Vega and Gatti there, but it's being, on the early projections, Kalulu and Kelly will be the starting center backs. I'm not buying that, and I think at least Vega will be in there, but I'm expecting Gatti and Vega to both be in that lineup, and I would hope so, because then we would be full strength at center back going into that game. As far as the midfield, apparently there's a decision to be made there, and that's Miners, Locatelli, and McKennie. One of those three apparently will have to sit. That tells me Thuram is going to be a lock, which in my opinion, absolutely he should be. So for me, if I'm picking one of those three to sit, it's Miners. He can come from the bench. Do you agree or disagree with that? Hit me in the comments. And that wraps up your news break. So again, like the video, subscribe to the channel, join our AJC army. All right, I want to see you all live at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow, getting pumped up for this game. And yes, there's going to be a watch along, all right? But you know the drill. Let me know what you think, and let's mix it up in the comments. And then tomorrow morning, we get hyped up together. Till then, as always, fino alla fine, forza Juventus. Ciao tutti.